On down to the Apollo bar and grab yourself a refreshment. We are moments away from our first fight of the night.
Okay. I'm gonna make my trip 1, 2, 3, yes. I'm gonna just minimize my twisting.
3ファイ2セブンファイボディーウェイトやろうという
Alrighty. Alrighty then, coming to you live from Apollo Camp, Thailand. I'm here with my co-host, the main man, Lewis Hayward, hailing out of Great Britain.
This is Lewis Hayward from Maidstone, Kent, representing tonight at Apollo Fight Night. Let's go.
Let's go indeed, Lewis. We are here, and a special thanks to our sponsors who, without them, these fights would not be possible. Massive shout out to Trooper Eats, Bike Phuket, Siam Inc., Tattoo, our beloved Kafe, the #1 Russian sauna and spa in Phuket. Not to mention Crispy Studio, the one and only Eugene Chock. Shout out littleforest.co. Gang, gang, gang. And tonight we have 10 fantastic fights lined up. It is going to be an absolute cracker of a fight card. We have a mixed bag tonight. This is our first time doing a mixed bag. We have pro and amateur fights. Would you believe it? So I believe we have 7 pro and 3 amateur. So it's going to be a mixed bag in terms of rounds, in terms of time, in terms of headgear, in terms of glove size. So it's shaping up to be an absolute cracker. What do you reckon, Lewis?
Sounds very interesting. It's the first time I've ever even heard of amateur and pro mixed card. So Sounds like we're in for a treat tonight, Andrew.
Well, that's the beauty of being out here in the wild, wild west that is Phuket, Thailand, is you can essentially do whatever the F you like and make up the rules as you go. However, even if you do make up the rules, funnily enough, that still affects your box rec if you're falling into the pro boxing category. So people love to come out here. When I say people, I mean Westerners, essentially anyone that's not from Southeast Asia, love to come out to Thailand to build their records, to then head back home to get those big money fights.
That's it, that's it. I've heard there's only one rule tonight. There's no rules.
That's right, Lewis. There are no rules here at Apollo Fight Night 19 at Apollo Camp Thailand. Shout out and massive shout out to our ring girls. If it wasn't for the ring girls, how would we know what round it is?
They are looking smoky.
Smoking hot indeed, Lewis. Our lovely ring girl. There is only one, unfortunately, this evening, but she came up on 24 hours' notice,
Is that
which
just
was
our mate then? The one in black?
Yeah, the one in black. That is just her mate doing.
Just sit there, look pretty, baby.
And once again, massive shout out to the ring girls. I'm very stoked that they could help us out this evening.
He's a geezer, isn't he?
And massive shout out John Nutt, the #1 MC in Southeast Asia. He has graced the halls of Apollo many times before. I believe you fought on a number of cards here, Lewis, that John Nutt has officiated.
Indeed, yeah. He knows how to spit into a microphone. Let's say that. He's got the gift of the gab.
He has the gift of the gab, indeed.
Do you know, I was actually speaking to him on another show before, and he's done some of the bare knuckle fights in England. He has indeed, yeah.
Okay, fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, John Nutt, an international man of mystery. He has been all over the world to do the absolute most when it comes to emceeing.
Let's go, John Nutt, baby! Woo! Yeah, baby.
It's not always possible. Ideally, whenever John is talking, you want to not
Makes sense.
Audio's good. Thank you.
DJ.
Yeah? What's going on?
He's straight up just like, nah.
What, me?
Psycho.
Tybirds.
Yeah.
I think it depends.
Are they toxic? Are they toxic?
There it is. It just came on. A round of applause for the DJ, ladies and gentlemen, getting it down tonight on the ones and twos. Ones and twos. Ooh, maybe turn it down a little bit. Little bit. Test it. Own it. That sounds good. That sounds right. Right? Melodic. Kind of want to make love to the noise. Right? Smooth as eggs. Smooth as eggs. This is our second bout of the evening, and it is in the 52.2 kg weight category. 4 rounds of professional ladies sweet science. First, fighting out of the blue corner. This young lady hails from the kingdom of Thailand in Middle Mountain Blue. Doing it for 52 kg. Her pain, suffering. And her opponent, standing across the square circle, fighting out of the Apollo red corner, also weighing in 52.2 kgs, and also hailing from the red, white, and blue of Thailand, ladies and gentlemen, Yatsawa Pornchai! 4 2-minute rounds of the sweet science with 3 judges at ringside and 1 referee in control of the action. Round 1. How do I know? Our ring girl lets us know. She is science. She is the fortune teller of combat sports. Without ring girls, what round would it even be? Let's get on the left hand hill, Apollo Fight Night fans. Round number 2. Round 1, your team.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, and we are live with our first fight of the night. We have a ladies' bout. 2 Thai ladies going out at hammer and absolute tong here in the early stages of the first round. I'm here with my co-host, the #1 commentator in Thailand, Lewis Hayward. Lewis, what do you make of it?
Oh, I love to see girls fight. I love them to see step in the ring. Obviously, it's the 21st century. It's great to see. And these girls are getting off to a great start.
Absolutely, Lewis. We are all about equality here in Polo Camp Thailand. We have Yatsawa Prachop fighting in out of the red corner up against Butsaya Bunprasob representing Thailand. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 4-round professional bout. Anything can happen here at Apollo Camp Thailand. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's kick him off. Let's put Anatoly on the mic, brother.
Boy, Bang Bell, is that right? Let's go, Big Bell.
Oh, lovely shot there from the woman in black.
Alrighty, so we have Yatsawa fighting out of the red corner. She made weight at a lean 52.2 kilos. And Butsaya Bunprasob also made weight, fighting out of the blue corner.
Lovely jab there.
Alrighty, that brings a conclusion to our first round of our first bout of the evening, with Yatsawa wearing the pink custom Apollo gloves, having some ice bags applied to her shoulders, obviously getting some sage advice from her corner, deep breaths here. A fairly even first round, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say Yatsawa, she seems like a bit more of a boxer, whereas Butsanya, I can see a bit of a Muay Thai style in her stance, in her footwork. It would be good to see how this one plans out.
And a massive shout out to Maisumi, our ring girl for the evening. If we didn't have ring girls, how would we know what round it really was? Isn't that right, Jackson?
How are you meant to know what round it is without the ring girls?
Absolutely. I believe the fighters, the referees, and everyone in charge would be devastated. Eugene, what were you just doing?
He was looking at the ring girl.
Eugene, please refrain from accosting the ring girls.
That is my job.
Yeah, Lewis. Alrighty, and the second round is off and running.
So right about now, they're just feeling each other out, touching the gloves.
Like I said before, this is a 4-round, 3 minutes per round bout.
A bit of waiting going on here, lining up the shots. Bit hesitant. Oh, great shot from Yatsawa. Definitely a little bit more experience from her. Staying patient. But one seems to be jumping in a little bit here.
Yeah, as you were saying before, Lewis, Yatsawa definitely the more experienced, pure boxer. You can really tell from just her setup, her stance, even down to the boot she has
Couple
on.
great 1-2s there, straight down the line.
Nice, beautiful shot there from Yatsawa. Big old right hand caught Butsaya flush on the chin.
That's not stopping Botswana from coming forward, though. Game as you like.
Yeah, no, you will find these Thai fighters can be tough as nails.
Tough as old boots.
Yeah, tough as a raggedy old set of boots indeed, Lewis.
Okay, so that is the second round over. 2 more to go. coming into the third round now. Both of them seem like they've still got a bit of gas left in the engine.
Yeah, both fighters looking very fit, very conditioned here. I dare say, judging from the look of both girls, even though they are obviously quite young, they've definitely got a bit of experience, whether that's in boxing or Muay Thai. The girl fighting out of the red corner, definitely more, I guess, traditional boxing. But, here in Thailand with the humidity and the heat, I dare say, they'd be training 5 to 6 days a week religiously.
Couple of great shots there from both of them. Oh. Tell you what, Botswana keeps coming forward, even after eating some big shots. Heart of a lion. Lioness.
Well, yeah, lioness indeed. Definitely not too many purebred lions out here in Thailand. Might find a couple of elephants in the jungle though. But yeah, Botswana is definitely leaving it all in the ring, which is good to see. Not being a complete pushover, which Yatsawa was probably predicting. And coming up next, we have a male fight, which will be an amateur bout. Francesco Viola fighting out of Italy up against Svet Letavizia fighting out of Belgium. And I definitely completely butchered that poor Belgian fella's name. Sorry, mate. End of the third round, and the ladies return to their corners. The ring girl jumps in the ring. We are firing on all cylinders here at Apollo Fight Night 19 as we come into our fourth and final round of the evening. Massive shout out to our photographer of the evening, Carolina Arm, representing Bang Tao Gym. Massive shout out, Carolina, doing absolute God's work here, representing the one and only Estonia.
What's she fighting?
Muay Thai. RWS.
Yeah, she's good.
Super high level.
Oh, shit. I would not mess with her.
Yeah, no, you would not want to mess with Carolina Arm, ladies and gentlemen. She is a ferocious Muay Thai warrior, fighter, participant. She can kick some absolute buck. Anyway, we are back.
So back into the fourth round.
Back in action, back into the fourth round here at Apollo Fight Night 19, our first bout of the evening. This one is going to go down to the absolute wire. If I was a betting man, I would say our girl, Yatsawa Prachop, representing Thailand, fighting out of the red corner, is going to take this one.
Botswana's coming in with a few nice shots back there, though.
Yeah, Botswana using her head movement well, pressing forward. You know what, I take back what I said earlier about the Yatsawa looking like more of a traditional boxer. Her hand positioning is very reminiscent of a Muay Thai fighter.
Yeah, the way, look at her backhand, the way she's holding it up. But she's got the boxing footwork.
Yeah, she's
a bit of a hybrid.
Exactly. You know, you took the words right out of my mouth. There was a bit of a hybrid indeed. She's got that lead left hand, fighting out of the orthodox position, just sort of dangling out there, a bit of a carrot, slowly baiting Botswana in. Massive shout out to our newest addition to the Crispy team, the one and only Jackson Seabohm, hailing all the way from Hendra, Brisbane, Australia.
What a legend.
What an absolute legend.
Legend in the game.
Eugene, you better not be breaking anything. I'm watching you, mate.
Eugene Krabs.
And back to the action.
Ooh.
And our final 10 seconds of our first bout of the evening. Both girls looking to bite down on their mouth guards here. And that is all she wrote, folks, as we come to a judge's scorecard for a decision.
How would you score that, Andrew?
Mate, I'm going to stick to my guns, and I'm going to say our girl, Yatsawa D, representing Thailand, fighting out of the red corner, is going to take home the biscuits.
I think I agree with you there, Andrew, but I would say Botswana should give it a good go. She got stuck in, give it her best. But I don't think she done enough.
Yeah, no, 100%. Massive shout out to both ladies. It takes real courage to get in the ring. And massive shout out to our ring girl who was getting a little bit overzealous there. She popped in to announce the 5th round. Unbeknownst to her, the fight was indeed over. And the red corner.
Well deserved.
And our sponsorship packs obviously going to our both combatants. Everyone gets a prize pack. Everyone gets a medal. Massive shout out to both ladies for getting in there and mixing it up.
Oh yeah, I got one of those on my fights. Very good. You got a load of vouchers. They've come in very handy. Saved me a few quid.
Yeah, no, absolutely, Lewis. We have a number of fantastic local sponsors. Massive shout out to Bike Phuket, Siam Inc., Trooper Eats, Apollo Fight Shop. If you're looking to get some red hot Apollo branded custom gear, head on down to the Apollo admin and or Fight Shop. Money Shop, the one and only Crispy Studio, arguably the #1 media agency in the game, and Stalav Team. Massive shout out to our head coach Stan, wishing him a speedy recovery, representing Stalav Team.
Have you been to that spot yet? I've still got a voucher for that spot. Any good?
Sweet.
Pick up Russian baddies in here.
If you're into Russian baddies, you love it.
I don't know if they're into me, that's the thing. I am. I don't know if I tickle their fancy, but... Crispy Studios had it.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of work.
Do you live in now? You moved in?
Nah, only for a couple of months.
When you come back? When you come back?
Yeah, I guess once low season starts, I'm not sure.
I'll do the same sort of thing. I'll go back in the summer.
Alright, gonna get away for the winter then.
Yeah. Well, it's perfect. Like, I think you've got similar seasons to here. Whereas for me, it's like, when it's shit here, it's the best in England. June to August, best month. But it's shit still, you know what I mean? Good contrast.
Well, we're still in summer back home, so it's kind of like trade for trade.
How come you come here then? Like these months?
Good question. I mean, there's more work on in some ways as well.
Out here?
Yeah, so high seasons, good work at least.
You mates with Andrew back home?
Yeah, Brisbane. Both Brisbane boys.
Big up, big up. Who's that fella in the shirt? Swinging a few fists.
Who?
Fella in the shirt. Yeah. Yeah?
saw your post.
Not even the editing. The editing's easy, right? It's all the filming. He's like, I already never really thought about content. Just like, okay, film on one mode, that's it. Whatever. He's like, right, I'm like, okay, certain times of day for the lighting, and then he's got his like lenses, and then filming the log, what the log is, and then the colour grading, and all this different shit. I was like,
Yeah.
I did not know about any of this shit.
That's the shit we do for work. You know.
I thought you should press button. I thought I could do that.
I can do that, Billy.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. I'm for sure gonna get it because I've got a Sony camera and I've got a DJI, and they both do like that. There's stuff they film with a lot and all this shit.
Yeah, well, that'll be.
I think we'll go to Surikal track on Tuesday night. So you should come to the track on Tuesday because I'll bring a couple of my cameras as well. And if my hamstring's still fucked, I might, there's a chance I'll run 400 meters and then be like, I can't do it, and then I'll just shoot you guys running. You know what I mean? And we can go do stuff there as well.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get into that for sure.
Because you two are blessed genetically, and you both look fantastic, and you're both the right age. So if you can see his blueprint in terms of the type of content he's making. You don't need to go full Zen. But if I was you're a social media manager, I would say if you're dropping one video like that a week on top of your other content, just sprinkle that in.
That's the plan, to integrate it.
Yeah.
That's integrate that into it. And it's like, okay, give me a mixture. Because for me, that stuff will be to get eyeballs. So that'll be like, for me, there's different types of content you post. You post value-based content, and then stuff to get eyeballs. And
You have your pillars. You have your value content, you have your inspo content, your motivation content.
And that's the best for that. When it's got the visuals and stuff like that, And but even all that, but also because he's got a good eye for it. When we're in the gym and that, is like all the different angles and the different shots, like wide shots, close shots, different shots of feet. Do you know what I mean? And put them all together. I know it's not exactly rocket science, but I wasn't thinking like that.
But today you can learn.
Even just for a few sessions. I think we met up 3-4 times now to do content, and just from them, I've really learned a fair bit. But that's my first introduction. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sick.
I like it. I'm gonna get into it for sure. Start learning a bit into it.
And the amount of travel you do, and the amount of fucking places you go, and events and shit you participate in.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Man, I'm gonna stop giving you guys my search.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have my FX3 back, maybe tomorrow.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen.
Off to a fast start here. Let's see if they can keep this pace up the whole way through.
And we have Francesco Viola fighting out of Italia up against Svedvin Latvia.
Okay, so we've got an Italian and a Belgian fellow.
However, I believe, Mr. Lewis, that Svedvin Latvia fighting out of Belgium is no longer fighting, and Francesco's opponent.
Look a bit smiley.
Okay, no, I take it all back. Okay, so
a couple good shots there from the Belgian fellow, then if he is from Belgium.
my apologies, guys. Francesco is not fighting. I've just come in on the radio. Svedvin Latvia is also not fighting. This fight is between Ali Salim fighting out of Switzerland and Charlie Nagakar fighting out of the Netherlands.
That is correct. Alright, well, it looks like they've both got a bit of experience.
Alrighty,
so
so this is a 3-round amateur fight in the 73 kilo division. We have Ali Salim fighting out of Switzerland up against Charlie Nagakar.
So we've got a Dutch, we've got a Swiss. Let's go. Nice 1-2 there from the Dutch. Nice jab. The Dutch fellow looks quite relaxed in there.
And so Mr. Charlie, our Dutch representative, definitely looking cool, calm and collected in there. Not saying that Ali is not cool, calm and collected, but I would say Charlie is definitely the more relaxed fighter. Moving quite well. Both lads opting to wear their traditional trainers. No boxing boots this evening. And that brings an end to the first round of our second fight of the night. We have Ali Salim representing Switzerland fighting out of the red corner up against Charlie Nagakar representing the Netherlands fighting out of the blue corner. Alrighty. Our ring girl has left the ring and we are coming into our second round of a third round bout. Ali Salim up against Charlie Nagakar. Oh, and a big right hand there. It's beautiful, Lewis. A big right hand there from Charlie. That was nice.
Coming out strong. Ali seemed to have lost his head a bit there. Took a big shot. Now he's swinging and he's coming back. Dutch fella wants to move. He wants to move his feet there.
Man, a big shot there landed from Ali. Not a lot
What's
of.
going on there? Mouth guard's come out.
They forgot to put the mouth guard in.
Ooh.
Charlie giving absolute 0 Fs about the mouth guard.
Let's hope he's still got all his teeth after this fight.
Nice testing, probing nice there with the jab from Charlie. Bit of head movement there from Charlie, evading the punches of Salim nicely.
Nice bit of footwork from him, getting out of range. Oh, nice shot there from Charlie. Picking the shots well. Ali's coming in a bit vicious.
Yeah,
throwing shots a little bit wild there.
Yeah, not a lot of technique from Salim.
But he is landing a few shots here and there. He wants to be careful though that he doesn't gas out.
Yeah, that's what you get here on the amateur fight nights. Not as much skill as maybe you'd like to see, but all heart.
Nice little smile there from Charlie. Seems to be enjoying himself in there.
Yeah, Charlie piling on the pressure here, keeping Ali Salim on the back foot. Charlie, the longer, I would argue, slightly a heavier fighter. Oh, it's had a nice flurry there
Very
from Salim.
aggressive there from Ali.
Not the most technique we've seen here at Apollo, but still half decent. Couple of nice body shots there from Salim.
Great right hand there from Charlie to finish the round. 10 seconds left. See what they got. Oh, great shot.
Oh, and
Another
a
great
big
shot from
right
Charlie.
hand, huge right hand there, wobbled
Yeah.
Ali Salim right at the death.
Little speed wobble there.
Yeah, I think Salim very lucky to get back to his corner.
Is this a 4th round, Andrew?
This will be the third and final round here of our amateur bout of the evening. Up next, we have Ali Zahur fighting out of Australia up against Josh Crawford representing England in another amateur bout.
What did you call him?
Josh Crawford up against Ali Zahur. Oh, no, you might have. And apologies to the Zahur family. If I've offended anyone, I apologize. That was definitely not my intention.
He had a hard time at school, that boy. Anyway, coming back in for the 3rd round. Let's go. Oh, Ali's coming in a bit wild again. Great start from Charlie. He seems to be good at moving backwards, getting out of the way. Ali's onto him now. Some big wild shots, a few of them landing. Now Charlie's coming back with his own slice of medicine. Oh, great 3rd round. Just feeling each other out at the minute. Both are probably quite tired by now.
Yeah, both lads starting to breathe pretty heavy here. Oh, big swing and no ding there from Ali Salim. Yeah, nice bit of footwork there from Charlie. Ducking and weaving, bobbing around.
He's very bouncy on his toes.
Yeah, just looking very athletic. And massive shout out to Joey. Grafters by nature.
Grafters by name.
Grafters by nature. Massive shout out to Grafter. the big man himself, the #1 grafter in Thailand, has entered the building. And that brings an end to our 3rd fight of the night.
So my verdict on that one, I think Charlie done enough to win the fight there. And he landed some good shots, but he was a little bit more scrappy. I'd say Charlie definitely landed the cleaner shots.
Yeah.
More volume, for sure.
Yeah, 100% Lewis. Charlie Nagakar is going to walk away with the biscuits here. I would be stunned if it went any other way. Ali Salim fought valiantly. Massive shout out to both gents for hopping in the ring. And massive shout out to Grafters for coming down and gracing us with his presence. And it goes to the blue corner. Great. Perfect. Nice one, Carolina. And massive shout out to Carolina Arm representing Bangtao Gym here at Apollo Camp, Thailand. And unfortunately, my meme coin has gone down into the dumps, ladies and gentlemen. Am I selling? Absolutely not. Massive shout out to Shellraiser, currently at a $2.9 million market cap. What was my entry? Definitely not low enough, but hopefully we can make a couple of bucks here.
Andrew, I've got a question for you.
Hit me.
Would you say you're up overall from crypto or down?
Overall, Lewis, the short answer to that is I am demonstrably down. I could not be more down if I tried. Essentially my entire net worth is in absolute dust particles in some shit meme coin named Tremp. What else there? There's a number of others. I've essentially blocked out that entire passage of my life. I can't tell you anything that happened in the past 2 years, but essentially I am down bad.
So, I ask that question a lot to people that are into crypto because I am one of the rare breeds that has never invested a penny in crypto. So I get interested, who's making money, who isn't, and I ask this question a lot, and every single time it's been down. Every time.
Every single person you've asked has been down.
It's only been about 5 people that I've asked the question to. But
okay, so the sample size isn't huge. I can safely say that I know a number of people that are grossly up over the lifespan of their, I guess, crypto investment portfolio. However, Lewis, I'm a little shocked and surprised that you've never bought any crypto in your life, seeing as you essentially live the digital nomad existence.
Yeah, I'm a bit old school, you know. My investments are... I'm not really going to share my investments on here, but they're a bit more solid, something that you can tuck away, you know. I actually invested in... I invested in gold about 5 years ago. Actually, it was just before COVID, and it is over tripled.
That is a fantastic investment, Lewis. Ladies and gentlemen, do not ask me for investment advice. But on the subject of investment advice, we have Dana from Trooper Eats coming on down, giving me some illegal documents for the Abyss Run Club, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out, and Crispy Studio. I don't know what these are. Apparently it's a thank you to me, a certificate of appreciation from the Beluga School of Life.
Would you look at that?
Wow. Okay, I was not expecting that, ladies and gentlemen. That is a massive shout out to Crispy Studio. We're gonna hang this up and put it in the office. Hash and Eugene and Lewis. But massive shout out to the Beluga School of Life in recognition of the generous support and contribution to the Toy Drive charity run. That is very sweet. Thank you very much, Beluga School for Life. So I dare say the Abyss Run Club certificate is probably the same. Thanks.
control the action.
Alrighty then, and we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We have a exhibition bout for the evening. We have Alexander, one of the Apollo coaches, up against an Italian fighter, an Iranian fighter, and I will come back to you shortly with the details. And that brings an end to our first round. Ukraine versus Iran, and Coach Alec looking very sharp.
Pierre from France.
And I take it all back, ladies and gentlemen. Fighting out of the blue corner, we have Pierre representing Le France up against Coach Anton, fighting out of the red corner, representing his mother country of Ukraine. And massive shout out to Mayumi, our ring girl, doing the absolute most here, letting us all know what round it really is. And we are off. And Coach Alec just looking very dangerous out there, seamlessly switching stances, fighting out of the Philly shell position, hands down. He is a dangerous, dangerous fighter. I believe he has over 120 amateur fights, using his range well, using his footwork well, got the Adidas boots on. Both guys looking good. However, Coach Anton is an absolute machine with an absolute wealth of experience. So a massive shout out to him, and he's looking really good. Both fellas absolute menschers for getting in here and putting on a bit of an exhibition for the crowd. Back. And our co-host Lewis is back from the trenches. Thanks, Lewis, for that Coca-Cola. I definitely needed it.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Oh, great shot there from Alexander.
And I was just filling in the crowd, Lewis. This is our second round of a 3-round exhibition bout.
Okay.
And Coach Alec, the taller Ukrainian fighter, looking very sharp here. You've got to be concerned when you're fighting a guy and they can just seamlessly switch stances, fight out of both positions, fight hands down, using the Philly shell in his defense beautifully here. It's been a real joy to watch.
Can you give me any info about the other fighter?
No, Pierre with the Leon trunks, also looking very handy. However, given that this is an exhibition bout, both guys aren't really throwing the kitchen sink at each other. Just more so a bit of batting practice there for both guys. Some nice defense, head movement there from our French fighter Leon.
Well, Alexander's had, I've heard he's had a couple hundred fights.
Yeah, absolutely. He's definitely had a couple of hundred amateur fights. I think he's had 12 pro fights. So, massive shout out to Pierre for jumping in last minute. I believe they got the call up about an hour and a half ago after one of our fights pulled out. But this will be the third and final round of this fight. But you'd be shocked to see anyone get knocked out in a fight like this, as this is more of a crowd pleaser and a true display of boxing excellence here.
It's an absolute pleasure to be here to witness it.
Absolutely. Here at Apollo Camp, Thailand, you should go there. And a massive shout out to our sponsors, Siam Ink Tattoo, Trooper Eats, Money Shop, Cafe, Crispy Studio, and the list goes on of absolute legends that have come together to support our Fight Night series. And it's crazy to think, Lewis, that you fought on our first ever card.
First ever, I did indeed, yeah.
Lewis here, ladies and gentlemen, fought on our OG, our original Fight Night, almost 2.5 years ago. And this is our 19th event in 2.5 years, which is a real testament to the staff and the team here at Apollo Camp, Thailand. Alec really selling those feints here, just selling them all the way to the cows come home. He could sell ice to Eskimos with those feints. Pierre biting on almost all of them. And he's just, like I said, he's just a dangerous guy. Why wouldn't you bite on those feints? You've got to have some slick, razor-tight defense on Pierre's behalf to not fall into those traps. Going to the body, going to the head is Coach Alec, looking very slick here. Nice little 7-piece combo there from Pierre. Fighting out of his mother country, Vive la France. A rivalry old as the sands of time, France versus Ukraine. I'd be keeping those hands up if I was you, Pierre.
Is that a rivalry, is it?
Oh, man, old as the sands of time was. Didn't you hear it?
I missed history class.
Yeah, missed that history class, boys and girls, but that's okay because...
I'm here live in the flesh, seeing it live.
Getting it live and in charge. Oh, what a big shot there from Coach Alec.
Good bit of footwork from Pierre, though, moving about the ring.
Yeah, not getting overwhelmed, not getting flustered by the borderline erratic footwork and head movement from Alec.
Alexander looks like an absolute nightmare to be in the ring with. Always moving, popping shots from unorthodox angles. Hard to hit.
Yeah, Alec recently came back from a 10-round split decision war with a Polish fighter that he flew over to Warsaw for. A very close bout. Many would say he actually won that bout. Unfortunately, the judges didn't see it that way. But Alec will literally fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. He actually is that guy. And he's a tall man. He's about 6'3", 6'4", fights in the light heavyweight division, looking very lean at the moment. But with the skill set he possesses, and with those long levers, he is going to be a problem for absolutely anybody.
tell me a bit about these two fellas in the ring right now?
Absolutely, Lewis. We have a fantastic bout on our hands. We have Ali Zahur fighting out of Australia up against the one and only Josh Crawford fighting out of England. Again, this is a 3-round amateur bout. These lads both weighed in at 63 kilos exactly. So we have Ali Zahur fighting out of the black trunks, and Josh Crawford fighting out of the Apollo gold and black. Oh, sorry, yellow and black. Both fighters having exactly 2 amateur fights under their belt, so not completely new to the scene. They've got a little bit of experience, enough to shake off the cobwebs. Ali Zahur, the slightly taller, longer fighter, but Josh Crawford definitely making
great
up
shot
for
there
it.
from Josh.
But definitely making up for it by being slightly more active, piling on the volume early, probing with that jab, fighting out of the nice
footwork.
Yeah, some nice footwork there from Crawford. Crawford fighting out of the southpaw position. Could potentially be problematic for Ali Zahur fighting into these later rounds.
Okay, coming into round 2 now. Great start from Josh. Good couple shots there. Nice combo. Lovely little flurry.
And a beautiful start to round 2 there from Crawford fighting out of England.
Not a shock that the English boxer's a little bit better than the Australian, but bit biased there.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of bias. Definitely a little bit of bias there, Lewis. That's okay, mate. We're not going to hold it against you. Australia does its best. We're merely one of the penal colonies of the Commonwealth, as folks from home probably know.
Okay, good bit of footwork and head movement there from Josh. Very elusive.
But being the patriot that I am cheering for Ali, the Australian boxer with the black shorts.
Big up the Patriots.
Big up the Patriots.
Oh, nice combos there from Josh. Looks like an experienced amateur boxer.
Yeah,
You sure he's had 2 fights?
Yeah, God, maybe Josh, maybe Mr. Parker was, Mr. Crawford, sorry, maybe Mr. Crawford was telling fibs on his palmaris. He may have had a few more than 2 amateur bouts.
You know, there's some people that have been in the gym their whole lives but have only had a few fights, you know, so it could be one of them ones.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Or you could just be a quick learner, you never know. But yeah, anyway.
Oh, some
Great combos.
some great left rips to the body there from Crawford.
Again, in and out, picking the shots. I'd like to see a little bit more action from the Australian fella. I think he's trying to be patient with it, timing it well.
Yeah, Zahur is going to have to get busy here. He's going to have to start taking some chances, taking a bit more risk, piling on the volume, because at this stage, Ali is going to need a knockout in the 3rd round. That is for sure. Nice head movement there from Crawford.
Kind of seems like a little bit of like sparring in there.
Yeah, a little bit of sparring indeed. I would second that.
Not quite as aggressive as that Swiss and Dutch fella earlier.
Yeah, they really were going hell for leather. And shout out to Mayumi, our ring girl for the evening, for showing us exactly that it is the 3rd and final round of this amateur bout coming right up.
That is good to know.
Essential, if you will, Lewis. And then up next, we have homegrown hero Agel Kadova fighting out of Russia and Apollo Camp, Thailand, up against Anchita Yumoy fighting out of Thailand. That will be our 2nd female bout of the evening. Alrighty, and this is our third and final round. Crawford looking like he wants to get Ali out of there.
Great upcut there. Lovely three-piece combo from Josh. Moving that after, I think Australian fella wants a piece of the cake now. Wants a piece of the pie.
Yeah,
He's coming forward.
Yeah, Ali's going to have to start piling on the pressure here. He does not have time up his sleeve, unfortunately.
I think the best thing he could do is try to land a big shot now.
Yeah, this fight is definitely running away from him. So if I was his corner, I would be screaming at Ali to really start throwing caution to the wind and just pile on the pressure. He's going to have to land something big and of consequence. He's probably going to need a knockdown, which Crawford has just appeared too slick. Oh, there we go.
A bit, shots, though.
Yeah, a bit of fight back here from Ali. Maybe his corner hurt us. You can hear Coach Stan yelling at Ali from his corner, pleading with his fighter to push. And the 10-second bell has been rung. Both fighters are they're going hell for leather. Oh, and some big shots there landed by Ali.
Great end to the fight. That's what we like to see. Comes in to entertain the crowd. That's what boxing's all about.
That was as close to a BMF finish as you're going to get here at Apollo Camp, Thailand. Pointing to the middle of the ring and just throwing caution to the wind, which is what we love to see. However, if I was a betting man, Lewis, and I am, I would say that the one and only Josh Crawford, fighting out of England, is going to take home the biscuits.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. Your bet was right. You came in with Josh there. Definitely the better boxer out of the two. But let's not take anything away from Ali. Put up a good fight. Respect to both of them.
Absolutely, and massive respect to both fighters. Ali Salim representing Switzerland, and Ali Zahur fighting out of Australia, and Josh Crawford fighting out of England. And the winner by unanimous decision, the one and only Joshua Crawford. And up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have Kadova fighting out of Russia up against Anchita Yumoy fighting out of Thailand. Our second female bout of the evening.
It is great when the birds get to it.
Let's bring out the fellow countries of Thailand. For this 52
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back for our girl, Kadova, who's got a fairly serious Thai opponent here. Unlike some of her previous opponents, which have been a bit of a walkover, I'd say, putting it plainly. But A-Girl is a fierce competitor. I was able to speak with her before the fight. She's looking good. She is in great spirits, healthy as an ox, and she packs a punch. Oh, and a nice left hand there from A-Girl. Slippery as a fox in the ring, A-Girl always is. Really overpowering her opponent here. Nice to see A-Girl fighting someone more in her own weight class. Traditionally, she has fought up. Also one of those fighters who will fight anyone, anytime, anywhere. And some nice footwork there from A-Girl. The Thai fighter probing with that right hand. That brings us an end to the first round of our final women's bout of the evening. A-Girl Kadova up against the one and only Anshida Yumoy, fighting out of Thailand. And welcome back, Lewis. You didn't miss much. It was a fairly even first round. I would definitely give it to A-Girl though. And coming up, we've got a couple of absolute cracker fights in the pipeline. Up next, we have Zajic representing the Czech Republic.
First round to a girl.
First round definitely goes to A-Girl.
A-Girl, which one? So, that joke's on the mic tonight. Now we do. Okay, let's go into the second round. A-Girl's coming out fast. She's looking mean in there. Okay. She comes out. She means business. Got a high guard. Strong jab. The Thai's coming in with a few shots. Nice and speedy. Both of them seem like they can definitely go. Okay, so Andrew, things are getting a bit spicy up in here. So this little Thai fighter, she seems quite powerful. Definitely been in the ring before. Do you know how many fights she's had, Andrew?
Yeah, I believe she's had 140 Muay Thai fights and 40 amateur boxing fights. As I was,
first rodeo.
No, not a first rodeo indeed. As I was saying before, Agel has fought some real bus drivers in the past, however her standard of quality of competition has slowly been increasing, going up and up and up. So this is probably her most trying professional bout to date. Agel also had 90 amateur boxing fights back in
double left there.
Yeah, the double left there from Agel Kadova. First one landing flush. But again, when you get down to these lower weight classes in the ladies, not too often do you see flush TKO or knockout. Definitely more akin to the amateur style of boxing, even though this is a pro bout. And that brings an end to our second round here of our second female fight of the evening. Agel Kadova representing Russia up against the one and only Anchita Yumoy fighting out of Thailand.
Is this a 4-rounder?
Yes, sir. This is a pro bout, so that is a 4-round competition. And if Agel can take none of this tonight, she will move on to be a 7-0 pro. To the Apollo Pro team and all the pro systems we managed to build and develop out here, providing Russian-based fighters with an opportunity to move out to Southeast Asia, to live in Thailand, to train, breed, live, just like pro fighters out here in Phuket. And it's been an absolute honour to work alongside some really phenomenal fighters, both men and women, since the inception of our pro program just over a year ago.
Nice strong start coming into the third round now from both fighters. Nice trade. Oh, a bit of a hip push down there. Don't want to see too much of that. Looks like they both come to fight today. No one's playing it easy. No one's playing it safe. Looking sharp though, landing some real nice clean shots, good technique in there.
Yeah, Agel is
changing their levels up.
Agel is an absolute stalwart of the Apollo boxing system. She trains, she coaches, she's really become a mainstay in the Apollo camp. Absolute legend.
Sharp jab.
Beautiful jab.
In and out, coming out of range, straight back in.
Hit and not get hit, that is the name of the game here at Apollo Camp Thailand, and Agel embodies that motto.
Good shot there as well. She's really starting to warm up into this fight now.
Yeah, Agel seemingly using her God-given gifts and talents to her advantage. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Alright.
What a night that we play here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Apollo never fails to a great show.
Apollo Fight Night 19 coming up on our 20th Fight Night anniversary, which will be next month. Shout out to anyone who's still in Phuket next month. On the 14th, we'll be having a Fight Night at Cafe Sauna and Spa in the Wichita area, just to the north of us. It's about a 15-minute drive without traffic. So that is going to be our third Fight Night of 2026. We're putting them away in rapid succession here at the start of the year. And that is all she wrote, folks, as we bring to an end to our second and final female bout of the evening between Agel Kadova and Cheetah Yumoy, representing Thailand. If I was a betting man, and I am, I would say Agel Kadova is going to take home the biscuits here, and we're going to move right along to a highly anticipated 90.7 kilo bout between Pavel Zajic and Anucha Hokaya, fighting out of Thailand.
She done it in great fashion.
And another win on the winners column for Agel Kadova, representing Russia. And that takes our girl Agel to 7-0 as a professional boxer. Bit of sportsmanship from both girls, receiving their sponsor packs.
Make sure if you're calling out on all social media platforms, it is a female. We will be back in just a moment with more professional boxing in the 90.7 category. DJ
righty. Alrighty, and we are off.
Couple big fellas in the ring right here.
Yeah, this is what we're coming to see, ladies and gentlemen. Those watching from home, this is what you want.
More weight category, would you put these in, Andrew?
No, I believe this is a light heavyweight bout. Both fellas weighed in at 90.7 kilos.
A scary looking fella, that's Pavel.
Yeah, Pavel he just has that shape, that size, that look.
He's skinhead, he's got the tattoos.
Yeah, he's got the tats, he's got the beard. He is just a born fighter, this fella.
Got mean eyes. He's got a sharp right hand. The Thai's not afraid to come back. You know how these Thais are. Showing a bit too much respect there, though.
Yeah, keep those hands up tight.
Big shots.
Alright, Anucha. Nice jab there from Pavel. No, nothing getting through there. Oh, beautiful uppercut, and that has dropped him.
Dropped him to the knee.
That
Don't know what to do with him.
That went straight through the guard, and he's gone for another uppercut. He's looking to get him out of here. Anucha's in all sorts of trouble, and he's on the ground.
I think he's left the oven on or something.
Yeah, absolutely, Lewis. Pavel not making short work out of Anucha. This is probably not going to go into the second round. Pavel looking hell-bent on getting Anucha out of there early. Yeah, mixing up the shots well. And I think the referee might call this in a second. Anucha barely surviving here in the first. He might be saved by the bell. But Pavel, lying in wait in the far corner, is ready to rip and tear. Anucha in survival mode here. Oh, Anucha throwing back. Love to see it. Pavel trying to come back to that uppercut that found a home earlier in the round. And that is all she wrote. A second before the bell went, and Anucha is out of there.
I think the ref's done them a favour there.
No, absolutely. You can't go down 3 times in a round. That was a fantastic display of power and brilliance.
I hope he's alright though, this time, fella. He seems to be in a bit of a pickle down here. Seems to be in a bit of a stew.
Paliban has his blue corner. Let's bring out his opponent. Fighting out of the red corner, also hailing from Thailand. Pornchai Singh.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We have tie on tie in a heavyweight bout of the evening.
Taking a bit of time out from the sumo wrestling job.
Yeah, that's it. They've stepped away from the sushi train for 5 minutes and they've decided to come on down to Apollo Camp, Thailand. And
We've got some hands though.
no, they're both very experienced, but just more so in the art of eight limbs. And our friend, Mr. Pornchai, fantastic name, Mr. Pornchai, fighting in the black and gold trunks, fighting out of the blue corner, I should say, Mr. Pornchai. He's a bit of a regular down here down at Rawai Stadium, a bit of a mainstay in the local Muay Thai scene. He might not look like much, but he can eat a punch. He has a chin made out of potentially steel granite, if that's even a thing. And he's just very, very handy. Extremely hard to put away. I've seen him fight probably over a dozen times in the past 3 years that I've been here. And he's typically just a good time. Loves to put on a show for the a bit of a body roll there. Yeah, he's a real entertainer. That is his bread and butter. So after this, boys and girls, I believe we have 2 more fights on the card. We have Anton Paliban fighting out of Russia up against Nagakar Promrod. Nice body shot there from Pornchai.
Standing toe to toe and trading here. Don't think body shots can do too much though. Looks like they've got a lot of padding.
Yeah, all the cushion for the pushing, ladies and gentlemen. Pornchai and Pornchai. Sounds like a bad backroom casting couch Thai film. However, these boys are getting in there and throwing down. 12-ounce gloves. I believe this is a 4-round pro bout. So this will be officiated on BoxRec, and these boys will go down in the history books.
Nice little flurry there from the big man.
Nice little flurry there from the boys.
Not a McFlurry. Flurry of punches. Keeping it very respectful in there though.
No, absolutely. I'm sure both of these fellas have known each other for a very long time. Pornchai and Chokchai. Shout out to Mayumi, our ring girl, bringing it down for the second round of the evening. This is our shout out to Eugene Chock from Little Forest Code doing God's work.
What's that he's drinking?
God knows what he's drinking, Lewis. It could be anything.
What a gentleman.
Nah, Eugene is a gentleman indeed.
Legend. A legend in the game.
Massive shout out to Eugene Chock, our very own ring girl assistant for the evening, it appears. If we, didn't have ring girl assistants, how would we
Knocked over the
know?
drink.
Oh, and he's knocked over the drink.
Aura points lost.
Aura points lost.
Eugene! Just gonna leave it.
It's going to be reflected in your pay, Mayumi. Okay. Yeah. Alrighty.
It's all going down.
We've got a bit of controversy here at ringside, ladies and gentlemen.
You need to get a reality TV show.
Yeah, arguably more entertaining than the two sumos going at it in center court here. And a massive shout out to Hashim Al-Quda. That's Al-Quda, not Al-Qaeda. For those watching from home, it is definitely Al-Quda. Hailing all the way from Jordan. He's been in the sweet country of the Land of the Smiles, aka Thailand, for the better part of 3 years. He is an absolute legend and one of the best videographers, cinematographer, video editors, and general gaffer, clown man, drone, FPV drone controllers and flyers in the game. Y'all heard it here first. If y'all need an FPV drone flyer, contact Hashim Al-Quda or get in contact with us directly here at Crispy Studio. Shameless plug there, ladies and gentlemen. Back to the action, and we have two heavyweight ties going at it, hammer and tong. Who will be the victor? Nobody knows at this stage. It is any man's game. It is a bad day to be a piece of KFC here in the Land of the Smiles, as I'm sure both these fellas will be tucking in directly after the fight.
It seemed like they're quite fit for their size, though. They're both moving, throwing a lot of punches, high volume, moving.
Man, that's what I was saying before. Do not mistake these lads. They have had hundreds of Muay Thai fights. They've been living and breathing this humidity in the Thai heat for pretty much their entire lives. I doubt they've ever really left Phuket. And these boys just know how to throw down. And they'll pile on the volume. They're not the biggest punches. But, yeah, they'll get in there and scrap and have a good time. Yeah, 100%.
Get to it.
Absolutely.
I've heard some people call these guys the Thai Andy Ruizes.
Yeah, absolutely. The Chokchai Ruiz, if you will. I wonder if the boys are speaking Espanol. Poco nada de dos, señor.
Me hablo en español, un poquito.
Un poquito indeed. And we go back to the corners for the fourth and final round. This is going to go to a judge's scorecard for a decision. Pornchai pleading with John Nutt. Oh, and Pornchai, our stand-in ring girl. Mayumi is out of a job. I'm sorry.
It's like looking in the mirror isn't correct. Right? They're both just as pretty as each other.
Mayumi. ready. You're fired. You're done. He's the boss now.
She didn't get that.
He's taking your job. Alrighty, and back to our fourth and final round of action.
I think she thinks a bit serious.
Oh, and a big left hook there from Pornchai.
Really going for it this round. Someone wants their record with an extra win on it.
Beautiful. Both lads going back and forth. Pornchai really applying the pressure here, putting Chicken Chai up against the ropes. And shout out to Eugene Chock, has the best staph infection this side of Bangkok. If you're looking for a blue belt with no stripes, come on down to Eugene Chock's BJJ Academy.
Oh, repeat that. I couldn't quite hear that.
And if you want to come down to Eugene Chock's blue belt with no stripes BJJ Academy,
That's staph infection.
staph infection is real, Eugene.
You think I'm a blue belt? What? Savage. I didn't even know.
Do you want to educate the good people of Apollo here, Eugene? What are you?
I believe the belt currently is purple.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, I take it all back, ladies and gentlemen.
I did spend 12 years at blue belt.
12 humbling years, ladies and gentlemen. Eugene spent at blue belt.
Long story, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a long story. That's okay. We can get into it another night. There will be plenty more Apollo fight nights. But Eugene is a purple belt of the highest order. He must be fairly accomplished. He doesn't look it, but he is 40, ladies and gentlemen. Would you believe it? So he has been around the block. Probably spends way too many nights in Old Town for his own good. But make of it what you will, folks. Let a man live.
These two fellas have not stopped throwing punches the whole fight. Great to see.
That is fantastic there from the boys.
Great work from the boys.
Pornchai doing a little pork dance at the end there, really enjoying himself.
Great energy in there from him.
Yeah,
great spirit, morale.
We love Pornchai, a real legend. Oh, I thought the fight was over. Okay, we're going to the fourth and final round of the fight night. Chicken Chai looking a little bit worse for wear back in the red corner. He is getting dabbed down with ice profusely.
Breathing heavily, whereas
breathing heavy. Pornchai's dancing around, having a gay old time. When Chicken Chai, he's digging deep at the bottom of the bucket.
going toe to toe here, trading good shots, lots of the body. Nice bit of head movement there from Pornchai. not really using the full potential of the ring here. Standing in one spot and trading. Fair play to him.
Yeah, but like you would only buy like 5 points. You wouldn't really speculate on like much bullshit. You pretty much buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Hyperlink, next up. You just buy those 5 and just sit hammer.
What do you do? You try to go like the little ones that get
Yeah, I'm a degenerate speculator. I buy bullshit. I made a lot of bullshit, and I've lost a lot. I've lost a lot on bullshit. Yeah. I don't have a big enough appetite for stability, sadly. Which is. I guess you must. Yeah.
It's like gambling, basically.
Pretty much. And we are drawing ever near to the final moments of this bout. The two heavyweight lads.
I would say Pornchai is definitely edging it here.
Yeah, Pornchai has just cutleted his way ahead here in the last 2 rounds. Potentially going to go to a Pornchai split or unanimous decision. Chicken Chai definitely breathing heavy, wheezing a little bit, if you will, in these 3rd and 4th round. Some beautiful rips to the body there from Pornchai. And let's give it up for our 2 Thai heavyweight fighters. Ladies and gentlemen, as we predicted once again, the one and only Pornchai has taken home the crackling. What an absolute legend. We move into the pointy end of our card here. We have Anton Paliban coming up next, fighting out of Russia, up against Nagakar Promrod.
And the hits just keep on coming here with the power of fight night. We got 2 more bouts for you coming up. One is 66.7 kg category with 4 round per action for the main event and the 63.5 kg for 6 round per. We'll be back in just a moment. DJ.
Legs still playing up there? Hamstring still playing up? Yeah.
So annoying, bro. I tried to do cocoa this morning, and I ran last night, I ran the day before. Nothing crazy.
Like lap.
Yeah, like 4K. And then, yeah, no good.
You still doing your strength training? What is that? Just like pull the muscles?
No, I think it's a nerve issue in my lower back. I think I've done some like sciatic nerve. I think it's a sciatic nerve problem.
You doing rehab?
Yeah, all that sort of shit. Yeah. Heavy.
Where are you doing that? Cold? That fella a cold?
Huh?
Where are you doing your rehab?
Oh, just like a
Do it
modus.
yourself?
Modus.
Oh, motors.
With Levon normally.
Okay. So we've got another Russian and Thai combo going on here. So this Anton, I've heard he's had a lot of amateur fights as well. Andrew.
Yeah, absolutely. Anton's had over 200 amateur fights. He's an extremely experienced boxer, turning 30 at the tender age of 35 next month. And Promrod is pretty handy himself. I've seen Promrod fight most or a good portion of our pro team. So Promrod is actually pretty handy. He's had a number, I think potentially over 20 pro fights, and obviously the magnitude of Muay Thai fights. So he's not your traditional Muay Thai fighter. He does have some boxing skills, but Anton should make relatively short work of Promrod here. However, in my experience, Anton's not the biggest puncher, more of your traditional amateur style.
Or volume.
Yeah, he's more of a volume fighter. So, and Promrod's got a hell of a chin. So I think this will probably go to the judges' scorecard for a decision, but it should go to Anton.
So Andrew, I've got a question for you.
Hear me.
So, how comes some of these Thai fighters that have had a lot of Thai fights, why do they come over to boxing?
That's an excellent question, Lewis. So, I believe largely in part for the money.
Okay.
So
More money in boxing?
yeah, more boxing, more money and more opportunities. So I believe in Bangkok, the boxing fights do pay decent, and if the lads if the guys and girls representing Thailand, if they can get a decent record up, then they're going to have better opportunities for, I guess, like higher pay packages, and then also and then they can mix it up. You know, like they can fight Muay Thai on a Tuesday, they can fight boxing on a Thursday, and depending on who you ask, you know, from a boxing standpoint, maybe you're going to take less damage or certainly less cuts in terms of having to cop elbows, cop knees, get kicked in the head. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that boxing is less dangerous than Muay Thai, but in terms of sustaining an injury, sustaining a large cut and an injury of such magnitude that could potentially leave fighters out for a long time. I believe boxing is probably slightly less dangerous in that sense. If if these fighters are relying on their fighting wages to survive.
Yes, makes sense. Thanks for that. That's a great answer, actually.
No, thanks, Lewis. I put a bit of time and consideration into these sort of things, given that I've been here for a while now. So, I appreciate that. And we're coming to the end of our first round here at Apollo Fight Night 19. And a fairly even round there. Both fighters showing each other a lot of respect. As I said earlier in the round, Anton not really coming with too much heat. Also staying measured, keeping Promrod at a nice, digestible distance.
Eugene back in, helping out.
Eugene potentially up there for MVP of the night, doing God's work, being our ring girl's assistant.
So this Anton, let's tell me a little bit about him. So I see him around a lot, right? And I think seen Vlad posting pictures of him when he was younger. Is he a coach here, or is he just like a bit of a familiar face?
Exactly. So I was lucky enough to spend a bit of time in Russia last year. I flew over to Moscow with the Apollo Brass, and I was able to hang out with Anton in his hometown of Samara, which is a smaller city, about a 2-hour flight outside of Moscow. And Vlad, who is the primary director here at Apollo, Vlad and Anton are childhood friends, so they grew up together boxing. I believe they both started boxing at the age of 7 and 8. Anton is 1 year older than Vlad, so he was a bit of a, I guess you could say, an older brother type role. Although they would often box in the sort of same division, same sort of weight category when they were younger. They're both very similar in stature, and so they have a very long and beautiful history together. And so every year Anton comes out to lend a hand in the high season, and so he'll stay for potentially a month at a time and lend his expertise and experience to those looking to gain a bit of knowledge and wisdom in their Western boxing practice here at Apollo.
Very interesting. Yeah, you can tell he's had a lot of amateur fights. He's moving well. I know what you mean, but he's not the biggest puncher, but yeah, he's moving well in there. Not taking any big shots.
Yeah, not taking any big shots, not taking a whole lot of risk. Not piling on too much volume, but just looking like a bit of a sharpshooter at the moment.
Yeah. Not seeing too much from the Thai fella. Kind of just covering up now. Bit of a wild swing there.
Anton fighting out of the southpaw position, which can definitely cause headaches or problems for the orthodox fighter, which is Mr. Promrod this evening.
Yeah, it always is a bit of a tricky one when you fight in an southpaw. It's kind of a game of right hands when it comes to that. Anton's got him against the ropes, picking his shots. Nice shot there from the Thai fella though. Now pushing him back a little bit. What I like to see. I do think it's great how some of these boxers start when they're 7 years old and they're 35, still boxing, still getting in the ring, game as you like, taking on different opportunities.
Yeah, that's it. Anton only made his professional debut out here in Pattaya last year at the tender age of 34.
Yeah? Do you know Mo? You know Motaz?
Yeah.
Yeah, them two fought.
That's right, yeah. So Motaz Anton fought at Bangla Road Stadium, which I don't believe was a box rec officiated pro fight. It was definitely small gloves and no headgear, but that was definitely more of an exhibition.
What's this like? What's this like? A chat where you will talk about like your investments?
And the sweat flying off the brow of Promrod.
I think a
It
bit,
is
bit
getting,
that landed in my mouth.
yeah, absolutely. It is getting hot and humid.
He's moving that
Yeah,
way.
John Nutt's out of there. It is getting hot and humid up here in the Apollo shed.
Seeing some good Soviet-style hooks there from Anton.
Yeah, there is not a lot of ventilation in here, ladies and gentlemen. I should not have worn this button-up shirt. I don't know who I was trying to impress, maybe for the odd photo or two, but we could definitely be in shorts and a singlet here if we wanted to sing a bintang and all. But I believe we have 1 or 2 fights left, ladies and gentlemen. I'm waiting on final confirmation from the one and only Stan.
Bit of waiting going on here. Oh, a nice shot from the tide there. Timed that perfectly. Oh, wild swing. He swung and he missed.
Nice left hand there from Anton, finds its way through Promrod's guard. And that brings an end to our third round, I believe.
Indeed. But the ring girl's busy talking to Eugene.
I think our ring girl is going to get a stern talking to after this fight night, given that it is her debut appearance. We would like to see a bit more professionalism, but maybe we should blame Eugene and not the poor innocent ring girl.
Eugene has got his Grafton boots on today. Coming into the last round now. Let's see what each fighter's got. I love these Soviet style hooks from Anton. Turning the fist over. Nice and long.
Yeah, that is a classic signature of the Soviet style of boxing. Just rolling those hooks over.
Eating a lot of shots this Thai fella. A lot of shots and comes in with a few wild swings here and there, but he doesn't seem to be too troubled.
Yeah, he just doesn't have his boxing fundamentals that sharpened. Again, just a bit of lack of experience, lack of boxing fundamentals. You know, he's good for a couple of rounds. He's not going to gas out, but in terms of setting anything up with the jab, going to the body, keeping Anton guessing, or giving Anton anything to really worry about, it's just not really there.
Last 10 seconds.
And the final 10 seconds of potentially our co-main event of the evening. Anton Paliban up against Promrod. And like I said at the start, this is going to go to the judges' scorecard for a decision, and it will be unanimous to the one and only Anton Paliban.
You camera it out. We got one fight left. Salis Michael on the ones and twos. This is going to be amazing. Let's go and let's get the fight fans and let's bring out our main event of the evening. This is in the 63.5 kg weight category. 6 rounds of professional boxing action. Coming to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Thailand, make some noise. Represent Yatsawa. Your name. Blue corner is inside the Apollo ring. You doing that? Somebody needs to run? Good job. His corner men, I'm sure, are coming in a moment as the referee inspects the gloves. His opponent needs no introduction to Apollo fight night fans. The man has Russia. Let's bring out the red corner, Salim.
I'm in.
I've heard he's a bit of a beast, this fella. Is he from Kazakhstan?
Amin is fighting out of the red corner representing Uzbekistan. They're one of the stans. Take your pick, boys and girls. Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan. All the stans, boys and girls. Anyway, Amin is an absolute weapon. He had an extremely hard outing back in December. He came up against a 3-time European champion fighting out of Georgia. Amin's already just absolutely giving this guy the 360. Amin looking to make a real statement here tonight, coming off the back of a very tough unanimous decision loss up against a Georgian fighter who unfortunately took his O. So Amin is now 4-1 as a pro. But he is a tremendous athlete and was unfortunately fighting at a weight up in his last outing. However, this looks like a much more even matchup in terms of size and stature. And so let's see what he can do with it. He's extremely slick. His footwork, his head movement, his ability to switch stances. Amin is a very special fighter, and I believe when staying within his weight class can do very, very special things.
And the other fellow, he looks like he's from the Philippines, is that correct?
I believe his opponent is from Thailand, actually. Yeah, no, I take it back. His opponent, Towasap Kiatsiak is from Thailand.
Thailand.
Yep, fighting at 63.5 kilos, a six-round professional bout, and hopefully Amin will be taking this to 5-1. Amin was part of the original professional stock that we had fly over from another country, so he's been with us since the inception of the Apollo Pro Team.
Flew him over from Uzbekistan.
I believe he was living in Samara or Moscow at the time, and he heard about the tryouts that we held back in Samara, and so he essentially won the tryouts for his weight category, and so then he was offered the position in our pro team.
So he fancied a bit of the Thailand life.
Yeah, he wanted to mix it up, escape the cold, escape a little bit of communism, and he thought he'd come out and try the Thai appetite. Get a couple of pad kapraos and some pad CUs in his diet.
Don't blame him. He's looking sharp.
Yeah, looking very sharp. Tawasap not looking too shabby himself, however, Amin, I believe, is just a step above. 60 amateur fights under his belt, 5 pro fights with a 4-1 record. Amin is looking the business. Off into our second round of the evening. Let's see if the Thai fighter can persevere through this second round. Some nice right hooks there from Amin. Also fighting out of the southpaw position. Oh, some beautiful body rips there.
Really planting his feet with them shots.
Yeah, the Thai fighter really felt that one. The Thai fighter fighting back valiantly. Big shot there from Amin. Really just playing with his food here. Nice head movement here from the Thai fighter. Thai fighter is wrapping it up. Oh, and that is all she wrote. I'll be shocked if the Thai fighter bounces back from this. This is where the corner throws in the towel. That was a vicious knockdown. Yeah, no, the doctors wrapped it up.
It's in good shape, that arm in as well, isn't he?
Yeah, in great shape.
What do you reckon that's from? He's got to do a lot of strength and conditioning. You can't get that just from boxing.
No, a lot of S&C, a lot of road work. You know, these boys live and breathe the gym.
You put him in a calisthenics gym, wouldn't be surprised if he was a calisthenics athlete.
Yeah, 100%. But the whole pro team is just insane. They're all just absolutely shredded. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, and that brings an end to Apollo Fight Night 19. Massive shout out to all our sponsors: Trooper Eats, Siam Inc., Money Shop, Bike Phuket, Cape, Crispy Studio, Apollo Shop. An absolute ripper of an evening down here at Apollo Fight Night 19. I'd like to thank everyone, all of our sponsors, fighters, friends, family. I'd like to thank my beloved co-host, Lewis Haywood, for coming down and donating his time. Shout out to Starlab team, Coach Stan, and all the fighters and coaching staff here at Apollo, and of course the media team here at Crispy Studio holding it down. And we will see you on February 14th.
It was an absolute pleasure, ladies and gents. Have a great evening and behave yourself tonight.
Don't do anything Eugene wouldn't do. Laters.